The news headlines say that YouTube's Durianrider Harley Johnstone was assaulted, ambushed on the sidewalk in Adelaide, Australia, 3 days ago, Saturday. Welcome to my channel, everybody. I'm Gary, the vegan carburetor, and I'm going to bring you in-depth analysis of this story. It's one of my specialties, to analyze and bring all pertinent details and speculation and suspicion. This is my second video back from time off, and it's not going the way I wanted it to. I wanted to get away from reporting on drama, and it lasted one video. But I have to cover this because I happen to be an expert on Durianrider. I've known him for 11 years, and there's a lot of biased and ignorant people out there. I'm not ignorant, and I can be fair and balanced. First thing I want to say here is this story looks like it's true, but I have not been able to find proof, and no one else has been able to either. There's some strange things about this story. I'm going to cover those. Oh, well, the first strange thing you may have already noticed if you've been reading ahead. This is the Daily Mail here you're seeing on the screen. You may have already noticed the strange title they have. Well, I'm going to explain that title, which is Vegan Cyclist YouTuber who used to go out with Freely the Banana Girl is bashed in front of his new girlfriend at a market. Yeah, that's strange. Many strange things there. And the reason for such a strange news headline is because the Daily Mail is a really crappy news website, kind of trashy. I only realized this recently when I realized just how many stories they have done about Freely. It wasn't just one, and they did something else recently. I forget what it was, but that sealed it for me. You can't take this site seriously. You can see that they're very familiar with Freely here. They've gotten their audience familiar with her. And for what? She's not that big a deal. I say, leave the Freely bashing to YouTubers like myself. And notice the headline is focused on the two women and not on him. And it don't even mention his name in the title, but they mention Freely, the Banana Girl, some vegan cyclist. Okay, we'll start with reading through this story. A vegan cyclist YouTuber, 42, they got his age right. There was some hater wrote something on him and didn't even get his age right. He was allegedly assaulted outside a shopping mall. Right, the word alleged because we're going to see the video. Right, that's right, there is a video. Him and Natasha carry cameras around with them, make videos, so it's not surprising it's on video. But not from the beginning. Natasha told the advertiser. Really? Because that's the site that comes up in searches. They really didn't have much. Why did you tell them? Maybe they were the only ones that cared. When a man, who police say is known to the pair, approached the YouTuber from behind and then began to punch him before forcing him to the concrete. She claims the man yelled at her and attempted to take hold of her too. Quote, I was afraid and trying to defend Harley. Which we didn't see. Well, yeah, then she started filming. When you see this picture here, you think that guy should have his face kicked. You know, just boom. Or another option is to just go in here from behind and just go. That'll get his attention. It appears none of that happened. Oh, and then she said, here, he tried to grab my ankle. Well, that's when you step on his hand. Why aren't people more aggressive towards these criminals? You know, I'm thinking about politics again. Especially women who just let themselves be victims and just don't even fight back. You gotta fight back. It's your duty as a citizen. You have the right to defend yourself, and you should. She says, he tried to grab my ankle, and I didn't want to get hurt. But it's okay if Harley does. Video footage allegedly showed Mr. Johnstone. He was taken to the hospital, suffered minor head injuries. Police said a man was arrested at the scene of the alleged attack. This is going nowhere. And then they go on about a different story about him. Used to date Leanne Ratcliffe, better known to all of us as Freely the Banana Girl, who credits her toned physique to a diet of 51 bananas a day. And that is not true. A whole bunch of people just believed that. They got that from one video, and people just believed that's how she eats every day. No, that was one day. We're going to get to the video in a second, but I want to show you what happens when you search. The Daily Mail comes up first. They're the only ones that really covered it. You do have this Adelaide Now, but look what happens. The advertiser comes up. It's got the video, but underneath there's no article. Stuff here. Daily Telegraph. News.com. See what comes up here. There's the video. And check this out. Underneath the video, you got nothing. And it's the same thing with all these links. So here's a video that someone did about it. And you get the idea here that this video was done by someone who is not a fan of Harley. Turns out she is anti-vegan. Okay, here's this video. So as we can see, it's the Daily Mail. Okay, here's the video. You notice the music. The music, slap in the face, complete disregard for people. Oh, right. That's anti-vegans, conservatives. Okay, here's the video. We'll see the whole thing just after this. But, first I want to look at the comments. I left some comments. That's messed up. I'm surprised this didn't happen to him long ago. I guess somebody had enough of his garbage. What garbage? Quite a difference between yelling threats and actual violence. Like usual, though, all the quacks will come out on this one. You are a credit to all YouTube basics. I don't get it. I wonder who it was. Right! Notice we haven't gotten to that yet. And did you notice in the picture and videos, the perpetrator's face is blurred out? Is that how you're supposed to do it? Notice Harley's face is not blurred out. Did you catch that? What the heck? Isn't the victim supposed to be blurred out? The person was arrested, which means his name would be on police records and it would be public. We should be able to get that. Well, I'm going to work on that tomorrow. But for now, it's very likely that the attacker was YouTube's Anthony Colpo, also a health and diet guru and author of 3 books. I know his name. I'm not too familiar with him, but he's a popular person in the same field Harley is in. If Harley's such a bad person, if he's the bad person, why haven't we seen or heard of Harley doing this a long time ago? How come he's always the one being attacked? And he's being attacked by crazy people. We will see that this person's crazy. And also, I knew Harley almost the entire time he was famous. And he had crazy haters like from near the beginning, years before the allegations that you're all thinking of. Years before that, he had a restraining order against that one woman. I forget her name. He's always had these internet stalkers. Now he's got stalkers in real life. Anthony Colpo has had a run-in with Harley before, almost 4 years ago. Here's someone saying it was a guy called Anthony Colpo. Now, I don't know if we know that for sure yet. If you Google Durianrider Anthony Colpo, which I did, and we'll be seeing that next, you will see why they hate each other so much. Here, Anthony Colpo has a website, and he has a lot of material on Durianrider on his website, his health teaching website. You know how these people are. He's calling Harley evil. He's also calling Australian police evil here in this article. And another one, another video, just nitpicking him. Brutally dominated by an omnivore. First of all, so what? Secondly, that is a really sick thing to bring up here. So much for the vegan gains. He was ambushed from behind and punched, and Harley was at a loss at that point with this big guy sitting on him. So Harley did the smart thing and protected himself. And when that happens to you, you don't really know how much danger you're in. You know, that was instinct. And sure enough, he came out of it pretty well, just minor injuries. And here you got the anti-vegans trying to make fun of him. Hey, I know that, troll. That's pretty disgusting. LOL, he had it coming. I could tell you many people who really do have it coming, but I can't say what it is because then I get into trouble. But it's incredible the way these bad people in our world have risen, thinking they can just get away with everything. The vegan diet is dangerous to your health in so many ways. And that's Lena. Sounds female. Another disappointment. Meat heals, Harley. We created that, promoting the people who think meat heals. This is too funny, only to a sociopath and a narcissist. And that's what they call him. See, any reasonable, sane person can see who the good side is. Who the bad side is what you can really see. You can really see who the bad side is. So you're celebrating assault, posting a link, making him more popular for being crazy. We don't even know if that guy attacked Harley. It looks like he won against Harley, but the video doesn't show how it started. How is this funny? He was assaulted. What is wrong with you people? Relax, he's fine. Of course, violence is never the answer, but think of the poor women. Poor? All the women that flock to Harley, they end up with more money. No, they'll live with the tens of thousands of dollars. Cancer patient, Harley falsely accused of being a scam artist. Yeah, accusing people is not illegal. It's not bad either. But he took it back when he had enough evidence. I think that's how that went. All that me and Harley are saying is that people do scam you. Cancer scams have happened. So you have to be on the lookout. And you should always be wary of people who go on the internet asking for money for some disease they have or something. They shouldn't need the money. Our society should fix our healthcare system. That's how it should work. Okay, here's a comment from me. To the video maker, you sound like a rotten person. So slander and meat go perfectly together. Are you also Trump supporters? And she responded, you look like you'd be Durian's Butt queen. See, that's I'm just reading that for the first time. I haven't seen that. That's all you get from these people. You can't even have a reasonable discussion with these people. They just make clownish comments. Very strange how you're willing to overlook words that will hurt my channel. Preying upon cancer victims. He did no such thing. Someone says slander is what Harley does, and I said, you're saying words. People say words. You know, Trump says words. But back it up. You can't back it up. They're lies. That's why you can't back it up. Where is the proof? We've never seen the proof. And then someone responded to me, that's because you're willfully blind. Another person said, shut up, Gary. Yeah, that's all you get. You get that from Bobby's perspective. All those people, they just want them to go away. They don't want to talk about anything. Let us carry on our circus by ourselves. And then I said, and you guys are still not saying anything. They can't back up or prove what they're saying. Here's a troll who just laughed at me. So the countless times Harley slanders people by falsely accusing them of being on the gas, those aren't false accusations. It's all true. They're all on steroids. Of course they are, people. They could prove that they're not. You got to prove that that was false. Have we had that proof? Then how can you say it's slander? You are completely effing hopeless. F off the head. That guy seems really hostile to me. Yep. This is why I'm in an undisclosed location. And here they are slandering him. There was a comment I found that said, I don't get why he has so many extreme haters. I never got it either. There's something about his personality. He gets a lot of followers. He just preaches the vegan message and rides his bike around. Hey, that sounds like me. I guess there are just some lunatics out there. As I have reported many times, most popular YouTubers lie a lot. That doesn't mean you go and attack them. Plus, everyone knows that bad-mouthing somebody only makes them more popular. So why would this guy want to attack Harley for the things he said about him? Okay, we're going to watch the video now.
Hey, you're on. Hey, do you like this? Ladies and gentlemen, this man. Don't expect me to. Generally also want to know, am I okay? I'm alive. I'm alive. But it's horrific. Natasha, he tried to attack Natasha as well. She's dealing with that. It's something you've been asking. It's in the newspaper, the media have been talking about it. It's got to put a hat on. It's a bit bright here. Sunday Mail here in Australia. Basically, I can't talk too much about it. I've been advised legally not to talk too much about it, but obviously it's already in the media, so the person is no individual. They have been arrested, they have been charged.
So Harley hasn't said who this person is. I think Harley does know this person, but he just can't talk about that. But this will come out. Yeah, I just have to say some more. I just cannot get over it. If this happened to a woman, this would go viral across the world. And if that was a woman, then people on the street would not have just stood by. Of course not. What really pisses me off the most is that that's allowed to happen. That he basically got away with it. If someone had done that to a woman, he would have been brought to near death and had maybe lifelong injuries. And that would have been good to see that on the video. But we don't get that. Yeah, the last weird thing here. Well, if you put two facts together here, that Harley can't say who it is? Really? If he knows this guy, he knows the guy. He's a witness. Why can't he say? And also the Daily Mail isn't saying either. This is a matter of public record. That's already weird enough. But it gets weirder. The fact that in the video, the Daily Mail and Telegraph, either they blurred out the attacker's face or the police blurred it out. And why'd they do that? This leaves us we don't get to see. This guy committed a major crime right in the street, and they're protecting his identity. But somewhere there's a video, the original video, where you can see his face. It's out there somewhere. I figure it's Natasha who was filming and has that video, hasn't put it up. Well, I gotta look and see. Yeah, that's something to check on. That's ridiculous. They're protecting his identity. Why would they do that? All right, people, thumbs up, thumbs down. Share this video. This is one to share. Oh, and I also wanted to say, I want the world to know that what's happened here, this fits in to a series I'm going to be doing. I've been planning this series for years, and I've waited until I got a big audience. I'm not waiting any longer. But as I've been waiting over the last couple of years, more and more things have happened that fit in to what I'm going to do. It also could put me in danger to say the things I'm going to say, and it's coming up probably next month. It's important. I should have done it earlier. But is anybody going to listen? But people need to know this. This could have helped Harley. See you tomorrow.